Super Teabag Gaming! Super Teabag Gaming! Super Teabag Gaming! Strike and myself played It Takes Two over 3 sessions, each lasting a few hours. We tried to find as many of the minigames as possible in only one playthrough, only missing a few here and there. Overall, the game took us around 10 hours to complete. The first thing we have to mention is the huge variety of gameplay mechanics Hazelight Studios have managed to include. Every chapter seemed to give us different powers and tools, and working through the puzzles using these was amazingly fun. Most of the puzzles and boss fights weren't too difficult, and we only really got stumped a couple of times, just for a minute or two. The overall narrative of the game was enjoyable, and whilst there were no surprises with how everything ended, you have to bear in mind that this is a family-friendly game. We have to give a big shout out to the Book of Love, who was easily the highlight of the whole journey.
Use your magnets!
Magnets don't melt ice.
Exactly!
Literally every scene involving him was hilarious, and we couldn't get enough of him. The level design was simply awesome. Each level and chapter looks like it's had a lot of work put into it, and there was a fair amount of time spent running around the environment, interacting with the numerous items we found. Not because we had to, but because everything was so interesting and fun. This game has been developed purely for offline, online, 2-player co-op, and most of the game is spent in split screen, even if you're playing online. This is actually quite helpful, as you can see what your teammate is up to at all times, even if it's not always productive. It's always refreshing to have a game built specifically for co-op, as it allows for some proper gameplay mechanics and puzzles to be implemented. In summary, It Takes Two is one of the best co-op games we've played in a long time. It's clear to see that Hazelight Studios have put a lot of time and effort into making this game, and it was constantly making us smile and laugh all the way through. This is one co-op adventure you do not want to miss. We give it a score of 10 out of 10. Super Teabag Gaming!